Like them through the hourglass, these are the songs of our lives. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Songs of Our Lives. I'm Brad Rose. I'm an artist, a composer, a writer, the founder of Foxy, Digitalis, and someone who thinks about music and sound far more than is healthy. Each week, I invite on a guest to talk about the songs and the music that has meant a lot to them, left its mark. Previous guests include Carlos Cafoni, geologist, Sam Wentz, so many others. Matt Evans. Matt Evans is a good one to mention here. Anyway, my guest today is Ben Seretan. So Matt was on the show last year, and one of Ben's songs came up, and we was like, "Ooh, Ben would be a great guest." And so then a month or so later, AKP, great label, announces the new album "Sunbeam of No Illusion" that is Ben and John Thayer, which that comes out on March 27th. And yeah, magic, right? Okay, so yeah. That's really what there is to say. This was a lot of fun. The album is so good. I've listened to this album so many times since it turned up in my inbox. I don't know. I'll probably write more about it closer to its release date, but it's just it's an album that it feels like, I don't know. It just feels good. And this is such a silly word to use for it that doesn't do it justice, but it's just lovely. And you can feel the connection and the relationship between Ben and John, and just how much they admiration and adoration they have for each other. And it just comes through in the music, and that sort of beautiful, wonderful love, it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. I don't know. It's what I need right now. And I mean, sonically, it's an incredible record, of course, because these two guys are shit. But anyway, this episode was an absolute joy. Ben is just what a wonderful human being. That's really all there is to say. And I know you're going to enjoy this episode, so I'm not even going to say I hope you do, because it's just that good. So enjoy it. My guest today is a musician, a composer, a guitarist, a singer. It's Ben Seretan. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brad. It's really nice to be here.
All right. You've got a new record, a collaboration record coming out on March 27th.
Correct.
It's called Sunbeam of No Illusion.
Mm-hmm.
With John. Is it Thayer?
John Thayer. Yep.
Okay. I just realized, do I know how to pronounce his name? I'm curious what your sort of earliest memory of making playing with John is, before this project even existed, your first experience or memory of doing anything with John.
Yeah. I actually remember the exact moment I met John and his partner, Leah Thomas, who's another fantastic musician. I was doing sound for them at a gig they were playing.
Nice.
And I've been doing sound off and on a long time, but kind of heavier for the last 6 or 7 years. And, every person kind of puts out a vibe when they're walking in and trying to figure out their sound check plan and putting their gear together. And I just got really good energy off of those two. They have a really particular groundedness to kind of everything they do that, I instantly clicked with. And then pretty soon after, we realized that John, I think, had mastered one of Matt Evans's records, and that my good buddy, musical collaborator of many years, Dave Lackner, has a duo with John, and just all of these small world connections. We figured that out within 5 minutes, and then Yeah, it was great. Like, it was at a very transitional period in our lives. I moved out in New York City when my wife got an appointment at SUNY Albany to teach sculpture there.
Oh,
So we
nice.
kind of like unexpectedly had to move to the capital region during the height of COVID, and we struggled to settle like in a place and have a new community of people in this new place. And it just kind of felt like we were in recruitment mode for a few years there, trying to like build our people. And just like never been more grateful to do sound for somebody than when I met those two.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys made this record over a year and a half in John's studio, which I love. Like I have this very beautiful image of this because it's Creek Front Studio, as it's referred to.
It's right there. Yeah.
The
Creek is in a town, to be clear. It's in the historic village of Catskill.
Okay.
So they live in this beautiful kind of very well cared for, but still kind of creaky old building. And it's really close to the Catskill Creek, which kind of bisects the town.
Nice.
It's a very beautiful space they've made.
Did the creek itself actually make it onto the record?
Like sounds of the creek?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't believe so. Although now that we're kind of going through things, like right now we're in the process of trying to figure out how to play the record live.
Sure.
And which, part of it is easy because, you play the roads and that's a little more self-explanatory, but very frequently John and I are like looking in the sessions being like, what is that noise? Like, how did we do that? And so it's entirely possible the creek is on there, but I think more than likely we like had these accretions of signal noise and things that sound creek like. We probably emulated the creek more than we actually captured the creek.
Yeah, that's such a funny. I was doing one of those Bandcamp listening sessions for my latest album, and people were asking me the questions like, "What is this?" I'm like, God, let me pull up the file because I made this 3 years ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Well, that is like one of the things that I really love among many about this record is how kind of what you're talking about, like sort of recreating these nature sounds from like electronics and keyboards and stuff. The idea machine in the garden, a great phrase. Was there like a moment where you kind of realized that's what you were doing, or was that like an intentional thing? Or
no, I don't think. I mean, the way we worked was very much like it was very organic. I almost feel like it was kind of like going to an old fashioned like quilting bee or knitting circle, because at least from my perspective, for the majority of time we were working on this record, I had this really crushing full-time job that was like I was like running an arts center in Hudson.
Oh,
and so I would be really stressed out and kind of like doing too many things at once. Then I would go over to John and Leia's house and like make this serene thing and kind of like find my center. So our initial starting point was just basically like John was like, the chords you play on keyboards I like. I also have this prime time delay unit and I like the fucked up shit that this thing does. Let's smash those together and see what happens. And it took us like 2 or 3 tracks where we're like, okay, we've actually like stumbled into a really rich vein of sound here. And then we kind of got a little more intentional about like, okay, let's, John has like decades of archival field recordings on his computer where he's like, oh yeah, these like crickets I heard when I was in Thailand one time, like let's pepper those in with a LFO on them or whatever, like all this other stuff kind of. And then we discovered the process kind of as we were going, but it was very unthinking. It was very much led by these Rhodes loops as the guiding principle, and then lots and lots and lots of happy accidents.
That's awesome. One of the other things I really liked is this the sort of the playing the drums without the drumsticks. Like, tell me about kind of discovering that sound and deciding like, oh, this should go on the record.
Oh man, it's so funny because like you would never guess it from the final product of this record, but there were so many moments where I was just like pumping my fists, like fucking yes, oh yeah, that's so awesome, like just super hype. And then it's like the most delicate little sprinkly sound in the world. But I mean, the first time, I don't know. Well, John and I have played in a few different contexts before, and at one point we played actually with Matt Evans and Ellery Saxel as a quartet for the 24-hour drone festival that used to happen in Hudson. We played a 7 a.m. set, the 4 of us, and John had this like giant bouquet of like dried grasses that he would shake to make this like beautiful rustling sound. So that's kind of in his arsenal. He also has these blown glass maracas that have glass beads inside that he likes to like twirl around really gently, and they make an insane noise that's like very difficult to capture on recording. So in his arsenal are kind of these like non-sound sounds.
Love it.
But then, yeah, we were like fully going to put, I think it was Ride Cymbal on this one track. And he had these, it was I don't know what you'd call it, but it was a stick, but it was a big kind of bundle of loose ends that would like make a soft noise. And he went to whack it one time, and we had these, nice mics with nice pre's cranked. And it just made such an awesome noise that we're just like, well, we'll just take away the Ride Cymbal now.
Yeah. That's awesome. Oh,
yeah,
man.
It was like a real moment of discovery. And it's so cool because he and I looked at each other and had the exact same thought at the exact same time of, yeah, the stick is all we need. We don't need the cymbal.
I love that. I mean, just hearing kind of the process, like my big takeaway here is how much it seems like you guys were just having the most fun.
I had a blast making this record, and it is kind of, counterintuitive based on how kind of chill the music sounds, but we were just kicking ideas back and forth so effortlessly. And he's so creative in the studio. He's like the plug-in master, dude. That guy's deeper in the box than anyone else I know. So he could just like make things happen, and it's just so fun to kick things back and forth.
That's awesome. Well, I've been listening to the record a lot, and I'm super excited about it. And I guess the name is so good too, which is it's from what correspondence between Whitman and Emerson.
Yeah, I mean, we struggled to find a title. We thought about it for months, I feel like, and somehow we were like, I mean, we live in an area that's kind of like, for better or for worse, cursed by these like 19th century figures. Like the Hudson Valley has all these weirdos and eccentrics that have lived over the years. And yeah, somehow we were like, yeah, we want like kind of a Whitman energy, like blah, blah, blah. We were just kind of like combing through his, I don't know. We spent a lot of time. I like bought a copy of Leaves of Grass to go through specifically to see if we could find a title. And then, John came up with this letter that Emerson sent, and it just leapt out at us as a title. But I mean, I just love the way that particularly like male relationships have changed so much over the last few hundred years, because it used to be normal to like talk about how beautiful your friend is and tell them in a letter, like people were so flowery in the 19th century. And so Emerson can't just be like, yeah, man, your poetry is pretty cool. He has to be like, no, I had to verify that it was real. It was a sunbeam of no illusion. Like, it's cool.
It feels, I mean, it's like, can we get back to some of that? None of this good old days bullshit. Yeah, there's like, I don't know. That feels like a good, like, positive masculinity, right? That's what it is. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Tell your friends how beautiful their work is, or how beautiful they are. Come on.
Yeah, let it fly.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any good segue here, so I'm just we're going to jump into it and move on to the songs. And the first question, as ever, is what is the first song that you remember?
Now, I cheated on this one a little bit because I do remember the song, kind of. It's the song my mom used to sing to me when she was when I was a little baby. But then I was totally misremembering the song, so I had to shoot her back and get some background information. And then I found, I mean, it's the amazing thing about the seemingly infinite archive of the internet, but I was able to find the recording. But the beautiful thing about this is that my mom also misremembered the song.
Oh, that's great.
She got most of the lyrics right, but she kind of put her own fancy melody over what this dude Frank Luther had put into the song. So she ended up like sending me a voice note of the song, and it's very nice.
That's awesome. So the song is The Travels of Babar.
Yeah. It's specifically, it's just this one little segment of this kind of almost like operatic song that is this whole thing where they're just talking about Babar and his wife Celeste going up in a hot air balloon. It's so beautiful.
I know, like how whimsical.
Yeah, exactly. 2 elephants in a hot air balloon. I mean,
what could go wrong?
Yeah.
I'd never heard this. Like, I vaguely remember the cartoon, like the Babar cartoon, but yeah, this is I don't know. It was.
It's
Yeah,
I
it was
really
just,
enjoyed revisiting this recording. It's like a style of singing you don't really hear anymore.
Yeah, the whole thing. It felt very dated, but in a nice way.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are problems with that. I mean,
100%.
I am certain that that's the case. But if you're asking me, it's a song I literally first remember. I mean, actually, the other song my mom used to sing me to sleep with was Michael Row the Boat Ashore. That's an all-timer. That's a great melody. But the other one was Home on the Range, which is like a super fucked up song from a colonial perspective. So
very, it's amazing all the things that were just normal for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, what is the song that it either makes you cry or it makes you feel that kind of way if it doesn't actually make you cry?
Oh, there's so many songs that make me cry though. I'm pulling up the one that I sent you. I think it was Prince, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Beautiful Ones. Oh my god. What an amazing song.
Oh my god, yes.
Holy shit. It's like, I think there have been points in my life where I did feel the kind of, the song is basically like beautiful people always break your heart. And then the climactic moment is the singer of the song demanding, do you want him or do you want me?
Right.
And certainly there have been points in my life where I kind of identified one-to-one with that feeling of like, just wanting to confront somebody for whom you have like the biggest feelings in the world. But now listening to it, I think it's more just like the raw power of it is just moving. Like what Prince and then Prince backed by his band are able to accomplish is so inspiring and massive.
Yeah, no, like I always think about like even like take away the words and just like the tone of it and the like the way it like it goes from it's very controlled and then gets a little unhinged. It's like it tells the whole story.
Yes.
Right? I mean it's unbelievable.
And it does this like rising whole tone scale thing that's just like Wagnerian. It's so fucking epic sounding. I think if you had never heard English in your life, you could still understand this song perfectly. And then I think the thing that really kind of gets me is that like it comes to this amazing denouement at the end, and it ends with this kind of like beautiful sample and hold synth that opens the track, and it's this like amazing hero's journey. It is just a perfect song. And I do want to point out that of the 3 times I have performed this song at karaoke, I've ripped my pants 3 out of 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sign it's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you should include on these episodes going forward, like what's a song that splits your pants open?
Oh, that's a good. So I do have like different. So if I have people on a second time, I have like the remixed episode.
Right.
It's all different questions. I'm going to do a third iteration. I'm going to put that question in there, and it'll be I'll credit you with it. So, because that is a great question. All right. Well, what is the song that puts you in a better mood?
Oh yeah. I mean, okay. This song is amazing. This song, I've chosen a specific remix of Celine Dion's version of It's All Coming Back to Me Now. The original is amazing. Celine Dion, I love her unapologetically. I think she's so incredible. Same. However, my friend Max Melman, who's my forever homie, and I've like had him DJ at every release show possible over the last like 10 years.
Nice.
He's my deep friend. He's a great DJ. And he dropped this Celine Dion song at one of our New Year's Eve parties that we've thrown over the years. And it just exploded the dance floor. It is 8.5 minutes of absolute house music perfection.
Yeah.
And it's now become really like a battle cry and a rallying cry for a group of my friends and I. I just cannot resist this song. And, like it just keeps popping up in different places. Like, we went on a trip with some of our friends to Montreal. I'm only like 4 hours from Montreal where I live, so we go there pretty frequently. And we were like driving over the bridge over the St. Lawrence River, and we like put on this song as we're like cresting into Celine City, and we're just like screaming at the top of our lungs and fist pumping, and it was already such an epic song, and then you just put it at 125 BPM, and it just cannot be stopped. It's a bulldozer of music.
Yeah.
And,
it's just totally relentless in the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that sounds like driving into. I mean, that's straight out of a movie or something.
It felt like we were in a teen comedy or something. It was insane.
Yeah, it's like the search for Celine Dion. We're driving into Montreal.
Exactly. And then we found out. I mean, people already knew this, but it was amazing to us. We were eating at Schwartz's Deli, which is the like smoked meat place you go in Montreal. Turns out she bailed it out when it was going to go under a few years ago, and she's a part owner. They have pictures of Celine Dion all over the walls when you sit in the restaurant. That's awesome. So we're like, oh, she's here. Whoa.
Man, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
This is truly one of my favorite songs of all time.
I feel like this song and this version of it could work for a lot of these questions, frankly.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, if it's not this remix, which it could be the answer to this question, but you didn't pick it. What is objectively, the greatest song of all time?
This was the first question I was able to answer. It was
I love it.
A no-brainer for me. The best song of all time is Strokin by Clarence Carter.
Yeah.
I dare you to name a better song. It is so catchy and kitschy and original and hilarious and just absolutely unique and goes harder than it needs to. It's just perfect to me.
I feel like the sheer confidence you have to have in yourself to pull this song off it's just off the charts.
Yeah. He's swagged out to the max. And, the rest of his catalog is quite strange also. Like he does an amazing version of Dark End of the Street, which Dark End of the Street's a pretty good option for best song of all time too, come to think of it. Yeah. But his version, he like goes on this long tangent about how different animals procreate. Like spoken over the music, and you're like, I'm into this. You're kind of like violating a holy song, but you're doing it your way, Clarence.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but, he's such an interesting dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think just I technique is very low on my list of things that I listen for in music.
Sure,
and I want to hear things that are distinctive and confident and colorful and hilarious and life affirming and irreverent. And I mean, there's lots of other stuff I want to hear too, but this is just like such a great example of like the rules about what makes music good are holding us back.
100%. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that's so like, it's like, I don't know. There's something like not taking yourself so seriously. And I mean, it's like you don't take yourself so seriously, but clearly he does because of like how good he is.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's these.
He kind of reminds me of like, there's like an Abner J thing too. Like Abner J would just like drop one-liners in the middle of a song.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if there's like a particular tradition that comes from, but, I just get really sick sometimes of like, if you use certain guitars and certain amps and certain approaches to lyrics and you make your songs kind of like heartbroken in a particular way, the music will be deemed like good, if you like check the boxes in a certain way. And I just think with this song in particular, Clarence has gone so far out of what is considered like good taste and made something just like really inspiring and beautiful.
Yeah. And all time great. So there's a lesson there for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's a song you used to love, but if you've heard it recently, or if you think about it now, it doesn't quite hit the same way?
Yeah. Well, and I kind of hit on the notion of hitting the same way because, when I was like 16, living in Orange County where a lot of these hardcore punk bands came from, like my brother was really into the stuff when he was that age. And so like, I remember he's a lot older than me. So I remember him being a teenager and listening to this music that I found so terrifying when I was like 8.
Right.
And then getting into it myself. And it's like, I still love Adolescence, Black Flag, Circle Jerks, like whatever, all of those bands. Minutemen are on the same label, but they're kind of their own thing.
Right.
But I just don't center myself as the listener anymore when I listen to Black Flag.
Yeah. That totally makes sense.
And I think that's a sign of growth.
Yeah.
And I think particularly like they have a machismo built into their rage that no longer really speaks to me. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I still love the music. And I was like, which Black Flag song am I going to pick to highlight here? And my favorite Black Flag song of all time is My War. I think that is just a fantastic recording. Henry Rollins is truly an animal on that track. And the guitar playing is so atonal and weird. It really sounds like Webern or something. It's like it's like doing tone row guitar. It's so cool. And I listened to it, and actually I did get pretty fired up. So I think, but that one is like, it's like hypnotic, and it has this mantra quality, and the playing is at a really elevated level. Whereas earlier in the Black Flag career, they were more just like power chords and like Venom.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but my relationship to punk is one that fascinates me because, yeah, definitely when I was in my teens and 20s, I would like listen to Slayer and other types of really aggressive music and be stirred. But then as I moved into my 30s, I was like, actually, you know, like a classic like techno banger or like something that feels like more liberatory or celebratory is actually more stirring.
Yeah,
so.
no, I mean, I relate to a lot of that. And I mean, and just thinking about too, like with a lot of that music, you know, talking about this sort of machismo that like, there's like a rage and a violence to it that, again, 16 years old, I wanted to run through walls. But now I relate to the Emerson writing letters to Whitman, or Whitman writing letters to Emerson.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the kind of, you know.
And also like, you know, okay, Black Flag, right? They're most of the time they're spitting rage kind of at something. And I used to work at a bar that had a lot of hardcore bands play, and I realized after watching these bands play for a year that a lot of hardcore is about inventing a guy to get mad at. And it's like, oh, if somebody did that to me, I'd be so mad.
Right.
Not that it's a common posture.
Yeah.
And I just think there's enough you know,
real shit to be mad
anger.
At.
Well, real shit to be mad at, but also like I think we defeat anger and violence with like love and softness.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I think like radical tenderness is the sort of antidote to, in my view. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't like field tested this theory exactly, but I just don't feel the kind of like angry music I used to love so deeply rising to the occasion of the world in its current state. If that makes sense. I feel like, you know, Beverly Glenn Copeland is like way more revolutionary in this moment than Henry Rollins ever could be.
I mean, I had this conversation it's a couple years ago now, but with Matt Sage, and we were talking about how like whimsy is the new punk rock. Like whimsy is transgressive in our current environment where I don't and Beverly Glenn Copeland is like a perfect example of somebody who's making some of those beautiful music, like, but it's transgressive. It's very like so
it cuts against the prevailing trends.
Yeah.
You know? And I think maybe punk in its origins felt like it was cutting against prevailing trends, but it doesn't hit the same way for me anymore.
Okay. Song that people hate. I don't know who these people are. Some group of people hate it. You don't care. You love it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I went with, okay, let me set the scene of when I heard this song for the first time. It was whatever year it came out. I'm going to say like 2004, maybe a little earlier. I was going to Best Buy. Okay. I was a teenager. I was at Best Buy, I think for no particular reason. I think I was just there to kill time because there was one walking distance from my house growing up. I go in there, and the demo video they are playing on the big screen TVs in the back of the store is the music video for Audioslave's Cochise. And if you haven't seen the music video, it's really dope. It's the four of them in like a jacked up truck driving to a construction site. They take the construction elevator to the top floor of the building that's under construction, and then probably $500,000 worth of fireworks goes off behind them. And they play the song. And I remember just like my jaw actually dropping. I was already a huge Rage Against the Machine fan at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then to actually hear them have these like epic Soundgarden melodies laid atop, I was like, this is the greatest shit I ever heard. And to this day, I love Audioslave. And I feel like it's a terrible name for a band, I will admit.
It's really bad.
It's bad. But the music is good. And I love it. And I've started many a run with putting this on my headphones, and it gets the job done.
I can see that. Like, full disclosure, and this isn't a whole like, oh, look how cool I am or anything. I don't know that I'd ever heard them before.
Oh, really?
I think it
what
was.
Did you think of
like,
the song?
It wasn't what I like. Again, it's like you see the name, and then you see like it just there was this disconnect. So first, and then I was really surprised by his voice. Like it was like this cross between like Brian Johnson and like Sammy Hagar or something, which I didn't expect. But I kind of. I'm always excited when something totally like confuses me, and it confused me in a good way.
Yeah.
And then the video. I loved the video. I was just like, God, their firework budget is more than any band's like entire album budget or anything. Anyway,
it's like before I kind of understood anything about like what things cost. It just looked really cool. And now, like when I watch the video, I'm just like, God damn, that is a lot of firework money.
I could live off of that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you think of yourself as a romantic?
Oh, I'm very romantic.
Hey, Valentine's Day coming up.
Right around the corner.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. Well, what's the most romantic song? What are you gonna be singing to your wife?
Oh man, I haven't, but I should. Yeah, I went with this Fiona Apple song. I just think it's so beautiful, and she's such a genius. And the song like does this amazing thing. Well, it is romantic, but it's also it's very like yearning and very horny also. But she does this amazing thing of like holding back the beat and holding back the chorus and holding back the resolution to where like you as the listener, you're like kind of on the edge of your seat, like waiting for it. And it's really hard to do that in a song, I feel like. And yeah, it's just beautiful. And then it's like, you just want to devour somebody. Like it's this kind of thinking of like desire and romance as this thing of just wanting to swallow someone whole or be swallowed whole. Yeah,
there's like this. That's what. Yeah, I really love how I feel like a lot of songs, in kind of going in that vein of examining those things or singing about those things, they're too pretty. Like this isn't pretty. Yeah. Like this is all like it's just fire. I mean, it's just pure. And it feels so.
Like the piano riff is on this like amazing like kind of salsa offbeat rhythm that's like disorienting, and it's swoony, and it does feel like when you really like are yearning, you're kind of like off kilter,
Yeah, there's like this urgency, and it also feels a little bit like there's like you're hearing it's like someone's private thought, like. There's this element to it of like, should I be hearing this? Like,
exactly. And I got really into the song because I used to like throw up in my Instagram stories. I'd be like, "What song do you want to hear me sing?" And I would try and learn it on the piano. And this one guy who was always sliding into my DMs asked me to play this one, like as a way of continuing his flirtation with me. And I was like, "That's a really bold move," and I did it. And it felt very like cheeky.
Yeah.
But I just love this song.
Yeah, great song. All right, what's the song that changed your perspective on an artist, either for better or for worse?
Yeah, so my response to this, I'm realizing I might have kind of missed the spirit of the question, but basically I wanted to honor this feeling that we often get to have as musicians with musicians' friends, which is that like there's such a beautiful tradition and gesture that we get to do for each other, which is like yo, dude, you want to hear my masters? Like, you want to hear the advanced stream? You want the secret SoundCloud link? Like, and we can share this stuff in a way that's like outside of the music industrial machine.
Yep.
And when somebody like shares that with you, it can be such a beautiful moment. And
Yes.
I specifically remember my buddy Leah Thomas, who is John's partner, but an amazing songwriter in her own right. Pretty shortly, I think after we met them, she was like, "Hey, this is my album I'm looking to put out. Like, would love your thoughts, whatever." And shared with me what became Cosmos Forever. And I had heard her play. I'd done sound for her band, but I don't think they had played any of this material. And it's like heavy, almost slowcore, like long, spacey music. And this track is so beautiful. And you know, it didn't make me, I don't know, I just felt so much admiration for this person that's my friend in that moment. And I love when that happens. I think that's just such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I love those moments too. There's something, I don't know. I mean, because it's like there's this I've been on both sides of it, and there's this very vulnerable thing of sending this thing that hardly anybody's heard to your friends, and it's a little scary and exciting and all those things, and then to be on the other end and be like, oh my god, you feel like you're kind of in this special club.
Yeah.
Like,
just like, and then being somebody who understands like what it takes to make something like that, and understanding and honoring the work in it too. But yeah, it just really showed me how great of a songwriter Leia is and how much control and patience she has. The song I think is like almost 8 minutes long, and it never feels slow or repetitive, even though it is literally slow and repetitive.
Right.
And I was thinking about it because I was in the shower the other day, and we have like a little boombox we keep on the back of the toilet so we can listen to. There's a great local radio station up here called WGXC 90.7 FM. And it's all community, all weirdo shit. And my buddy played this song on his radio show.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got so excited, and I got out of the shower to text Leia and be like, "Oh my god, listen to the radio right now."
That's awesome. Yeah. God, what a beautiful song. Oh, the song is "We Must Be in Love" for
We Must Be in Love. Yes.
But yeah, there's some. God, her voice on this song is just this well-worn blanket. That's just,
and like right in the center. You know, like it's so good.
Yeah, so good. All right, are lyrics important? Like, can lyrics make or break a song for you?
You know, and I recognize that I've written a lot of lyrics in my time, but like, I don't know. They're not important to me, really. Yeah. They can be amazing, but, you know, strictly speaking, like, I don't need to it's more the delivery. Somebody could have the stupidest lyrics in the world and sing them beautifully, and they would be beautiful. So, like, it doesn't really, ultimately, you know, I'm listening for other things, but I do recognize a beautiful couplet or two when I see them. And originally I submitted Dream a Highway by Gillian Much because, I mean, it's just, that song is amazing. It's an all-timer. But then I was thinking a little more closely on it, and I realized that my buddy Caleb, aka Sinai Vessel, has this really devastating song called Where Did You Go? And I just think it's so beautiful. And the lyrics it reads more like a short story than your typical song lyric. And and specifically, I mean, it's essentially it's about, there are multiple interpretations. My read on it is that there's been a car accident in a small town and a classmate has died. And the song is sung from the perspective of somebody, a young person, not understanding why their classmate is no longer in the class, which is like an amazing feat of, you know, novelistic writing. But the thing that just like always kills me about the song is that he says, I should pull up the exact lyrics, actually. Hold on. Caleb is amazing at having these particular details in his songs. He goes, and it's still insane to me that we passed that very scene and I didn't notice anything, save for 2 yellow flip-flops in the middle of the street. Fucking yellow flip-flops get me every time.
Yeah, it like gives me like chills.
Yeah.
This song is just a punch in the gut.
Yeah, and a beautiful song. Just like the sounds are amazing, and Andrew's drumming on it is just so special. And it's great song.
Yeah. And what is the last song that you completely fell in love with?
Oh yeah, that is right. I mean, it's kind of the whole album, but there's this Ry Cooder album. Oh, hold on. Fiona Apple just started playing in my headphones. That's not what I meant to do.
Never a bad thing, but
no. There's this Ry Cooder album. I've heard a lot of his music. Big fan. I love Paris, Texas, et cetera, but I never heard this one in particular. A Meeting by the River with VM Bot, and apparently this was like a really spontaneous thing. They just like met up for a couple of days in Texas at some point in the late 80s, early 90s, and made this like heavily improv record that has tabla and bottleneck guitar on it, and it is just extraordinarily beautiful.
Unreal.
It's unreal. I there's not much else to say about it.
Yeah,
it's
it
beautiful.
Seems so and it seems so improbable. It's like, how did I don't know. I honestly I don't know the story behind it, but it just seems like such a just serendipitous thing.
I mean, from the brief amount I read about it, it seemed that they were just kind of like, let's give this a try, and then they were like, oh, okay, it's a record. And that was kind of like, it was one of those frictionless things that just almost feels preordained.
Yeah, it's amazing too because it sounds like the way that they're, I don't know, because it's like this conversation between their instruments, and it's the way that it happens sounds like two people who, it's like, oh, they must have been playing together for a while, like it just feels so connected. But
it's beautiful, and I keep going back to it. There's, you cycle through like, oh, what do I want to listen to? And like that one just keeps going up to the top of the list. And it's so cool. The book I read about this in was actually the novelist Teju Cole. He has this kind of novella length book called Tremor. And it's an interesting work. It really kind of captures the like minute fascinations that kind of you experience in your day-to-day life. And a lot of what he talks about in that music is just, or in that book is just music that he's interested in. And then he the character goes to this club outside of Lagos and like hears all this, amazing music. And then when I finished the book, I realized that Teju Cole, the author, has like 400 publicly available playlists on Spotify.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah. So it was really cool. I mean, I can't really remember a time when a novel like led me to like real life music so directly.
That's cool. Yeah.
I recommend looking up his public profile on Spotify.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to look up that book too. Yeah. All right. What song or what cover is better than the original?
I struggled to nail this one down because, I mean, do you count a club remix as a cover? I don't know.
There's no rules here, Ben. We just make it up as we go.
Well, then, I mean, from personal taste, I'm very fond, very similar to the Celine Dion song I picked earlier, but the Todd Terry remix of Wham's Everything She Wants goes unbelievably hard.
Oh my God, dude. It is.
It is so good. And I love the original. I love Wham. I think Wham is fantastic. Yes. And I love this song in particular. This song has the most fucked up chords. It's a sleeper of sophistication. Like we got some Gershwin Ash chords in here.
Dang.
It's like they are weird if you like pay attention to what those synth lines are doing.
Man, the bass line on this thing is just like a pure shot of adrenaline. Like it's just I can't sit still if it comes on. Like there's no way to sit still and listen, like play this.
No. But then as I was revisiting the Todd Terry remix, I remembered that there's a really unhinged Egyptian Lover version as well, which is also extremely good. And I think
that one, it's like, sounds like it's from another planet.
Yeah. And I just think like, I don't know, Egyptian Lover just keeps sounding better and better and better to me over the years.
Yeah. Hey, it's it's an aging thing. I think we start to appreciate these It's like a fine wine, as we would say.
Yeah, but there's something about like, just the simplicity of like, you got an 808, a 303, and a vocoder, and that's it.
I mean, really, in some way, it's like, what else do you need? Man. All right, last two questions. First one, cool. What is the song that means the most to you? Not necessarily because of the song itself, but because associated with something, someone, some experience, etc.
God, this was really tough for me. I agonized over this question, and it was awesome because I got to listen to a lot of stuff that I love.
Yeah,
and I just found myself gravitating back to Arthur Russell's music, and then specifically Our Last Night Together, which is a beautiful song. It is just gorgeous, and I don't know it. I love it so much that I struggle to talk about it.
Sure.
It's multivalent. It's like full of love and full of longing. It's like full of heartbreak and full of joy. It's like misty, but really kind of grounded because the cello has this like oomph to it. And it's all fucked up sounding because of all the different delays that he's running. And and I don't know. I think there's something interesting. Arthur Russell's catalog, I wrote my undergraduate thesis on the music of Arthur Russell. So I've been hanging out with him a long time.
Yeah.
Not that I did a particularly good job writing about it. I just spent a lot of time with him. But, so much of his work is posthumously released.
Right.
And I think that's a nuance that's lost for a lot of people, is that like, there are other folks kind of making editorial decisions and mixing decisions on his behalf. But World of Echo, the album from which this track comes, was his album that he made and finished and published. So it feels like you're a little bit like closer to his life force for me. Not that I don't love the music that other people have worked on. I love it too. But this one, I don't know. It's just been a constant companion for so long. So this is where I landed after thinking about like every song I've ever heard.
No, I mean, it's one of my favorite records probably ever made.
Yeah.
And I think your point it's such a good point, because when I've had lots of conversations about Arthur Russell. Arthur Russell comes up on this podcast a lot. But that, like, this has always been, and I'm not alone in this, but this has like always been the record like this that stood out to me, like, or the one that, and that's a big part of why, because I think it's the one that is like his, like they're all his, but it's the one that's really his. And this song, my God, it is.
But let me ask you, Brad, when you hear this song, do you think that they're like, well, what I'm trying to say is, when I first was listening to the song, I associated it with breaking up. And it would be like, okay, like but now actually like reading and hearing the lyrics, it's like, oh no, it's about being temporarily separated from somebody and they're going to come back.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't. Oh, where do I come down? I can.
Yeah.
Because I always lean more towards the former, but now that I'm thinking, oh God. Okay, I know what I'm going to do after we get off this call.
But that's also like, I mean, obviously you've dissected songs with many people at this point. Like, it doesn't matter what a song says or what its lyrics are. Like, they're interpreted the way they're going to be interpreted. So like, whatever.
Yeah.
But listening to it for this exercise, I was, I got married somewhat recently, like a year and a half ago. I feel like we're still newlyweds. And so when I hear this song now, I'm kind of like, it's that feeling of like, my person is going away. I'm going to be devastated for the like 3 hours that they're not next to me. Yeah. But they'll be coming back. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. No, that makes, yeah.
And I was really moved that like my perspective on the song has changed,
No, that's really fun. Yeah. I've been married for 22. What year is it? 23, almost 23 years. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's, but I still, God, I don't know. Like, this is just, I need to do, so here is a spoiler for anybody who's not a spoiler. I don't know. This will come out after this happens. I'm doing on the Patreon. I'm starting to do like shorter episodes about one, like, guess how you can only pick songs from one band. There's only like 7 questions. And the first one I'm recording actually tomorrow with Mark Masters about the Velvet Underground.
Oh, awesome.
But I need to do an Arthur. Oh, I may be like in touch with you, be like, we should do an Arthur Russell one.
Yeah.
And since you wrote your undergraduate thesis on it, you're the guy. But I mean, I just think he's, I don't know.
He's amazing.
Yeah. And when you think of what he was doing and when he was doing it, and I mean, like, you listen to this and if somebody made this record today, you would think, oh my God, this is like so forward thinking and ground.
Yeah.
And he made this, 35, 40 years ago now?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
Get on. Yeah. It's wild.
Okay. Last question. This could also be a cover that's better than the original, maybe.
True.
What's your favorite song?
Based on the number of times I've played it during DJ sets alone, it has got to be With a Bullet, the Pet Shop Boys version of You Were Always on My Mind.
I love it.
It's so fucking good.
It
destroys the dance floor. It tears up the dance floor. But also, like, it's so multivalent. It's beautiful. Like, first of all, the original Willie Nelson song, gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it is like, it's a weird song, actually. It's like, I didn't treat you good. I didn't think of you often enough. I was a fucking asshole. I sucked. But, I thought of you a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a weird position kind of center the song in.
Yeah.
And it's like hangdog in a way that only a Willie Nelson song could be. And then you give it to these British club rats and they just blow it out of the water with, like, I imagine 1,000 British Christmas crackers going off at once when the song starts.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's like, it's also funny, like, I have a 12-inch single of this, and it is
man.
like, it's like maybe twice as loud as like any other single that I have. Like, it's just like, it just slams.
It should be.
It's super fast. It's just awesome. And I love the Pet Shop Boys. I just think they are fantastic. And this song just, it's triumphant, but it's apologetic, and it's like romantic, but it's terrible, and it's goofy, but it's like elegant. It does so many things at once. So yeah, it's really my favorite song.
This is one of my favorite picks for this question ever because it's so good. But yeah, well, this was an absolute blast. Thank you for doing it.
My pleasure.
Album is out on March 27th. You guys got shows or anything coming up that you want to?
We do, but they're not quite announced yet.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
so just stay tuned. We're gonna do some shows around, and I'm excited to have the music out.
Awesome. Yeah. Everybody needs to check out the record because it is beautiful. Once again, thank you to Ben Seretan for a wonderful hour of conversation and camaraderie and all that. And look for Ben soon on a Patreon exclusive episode about Arthur Russell. We're going to make that happen. The first one of those actually happened last week with Mark Masters and the Velvet Underground. So if you want to hear that, support the cause, patreon.com/Foxy Digitalis. Did a short, abbreviated episode with Mark, all songs from the Velvet Underground. Doesn't get much better than that. So anyway, leave a rating, review, all that stuff. Listen to Ben's picks, the playlist in the show notes. Get the album, Sunbeam of No Illusion, out March 27th on AKP with John Thayer. Until next time, keep on listening to whatever the hell you want.